All right, we are live. All right, good morning. All right, sorry, Subud. Who would like to lead us? Happy Wednesday.
All right, let's get started. Madi.
Um, Hi team, happy Wednesday. So for the last 2 days, I didn't do too much because I was busy with my father-in-law. But we we like Nihar and Tatvik worked on the issue of Arshini and Dev, and that's fixed. Right now, I am creating the VMs for production to move the Dev to production.
Wow, that's a huge deal. Nice, nice job. Oh, what? Are you guys getting my echo? Is that just me?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Congratulations, Marty. Um, what's one thing you learned from this process that you can teach us?
Well, I mean, simplicity. We were over-engineering things which were cost us a lot. We can make things simple. Just uh, one like we're using like for one thing we're using, for example, for chat we're using this like 5 services. That's not needed. Uh, Instead, we can use one. Um, if we know what to do. Then here also we can make things simple and it works. Before I tried with using the serverless approach, the AWS instances, and I got a lot of difficulty with networking and I couldn't make it right. Then I came with the old solution of just using VM and Nginx, and turns out it worked. So we should keep things simple and working.
Marty, you're my hero. Oh, sorry, Marty, you're my hero. Nice, nice work. I love the lesson. Um, great. Good job, Monty. Good job, Mihar. Should we have a release party? Should we prepare something to for public consumption or something? Should we email our users? Like, what is there like a? Do you think we're ready?
Let's complete this deployment and then we email our users so they don't get any issue or we don't create false expectation in case.
Okay, got it. So it sounds like more like a test release, like a dev test, not a dev test product. That's great. That's great. Monty, nice work. Excellent work. And I hope
Thanks.
your father-in-law is okay. Is recovering.
He's better now. Doctors made a mistake actually there, and it caused like for 2 days. Yeah.
Is
Actually, it was like uh, he usually gets aggressive because his liver cannot filter the uh, harmful things in his body. Then it like ammonia, and then it goes to his head, and he gets aggressive. Then when I was in Pakistan, the doctor said if we give him like sedative drugs, he will go into coma and he will not wake up again. That's why he should be aggressive. It's okay, but we shouldn't give sedative drugs. But here, the doctors didn't know this, and they gave sedative drugs, and he was unconscious for 2.5 days. Then I don't know how he got conscious again.
oh my god. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow.
Well, he has liver issues and probably he has liver issues and diabetes at the same time.
See, now we're not going to be able to stream this stand up. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that ammonia in the
Sorry.
brain causes people to be aggressive. What? How do you get ammonia out of the brain?
I don't know. The doctors in Pakistan was injecting some serum, something like that, something in the serum, and they said that we slowly balance that level. I don't know when was that.
Got it. I feel like I have
Yeah.
ammonia in my brain sometimes. Antibiotics and lactulose. All right. All right. Well, Marty, I'm glad your father-in-law is feeling better. Um, and congrats on the
Thanks.
big progress. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marty. Moving on to Pablo.
Okay, good morning, guys. I also yesterday had to deal not with medical issues, but a consequence of medical issues, power of attorney stuff. Um, Never had to deal with that. That's where you like need to get approval from an individual to act on behalf of said individual, and it's never fun wrangling lawyers and all that stuff. So that was pretty last minute, but obviously nothing compared to Madi what you're going through, but still sucks. All right. Eh, Later today, or sorry, tomorrow, have a demo with Tori again from Frog Design. Today, I think it's going to be a big day of managing a lot of the follow-ups and outstanding deals, pilot programs that have been discussed or planned and prepared for, bias to just launching ASAP, making it really simple, making it really digestible. Also, this morning, Eric, not to steal your thunder, I'm excited for these new demos that have been lined up. So look forward to Monday. Um, and uh, yeah, that is it.
Pablo, would it be possible to get an idea of like the conversion rate of our like demos to deals? I've been seeing people quote that number, and I'm just curious what we have there. You don't have to do it now, but just or like, can we start keeping that metric?
Yes, it's an important metric. Let me work on that, and I will see if we already can make that calculation, and if not, going forward, we will be. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you.
Demo to close ratio. We definitely should have it. Ratio. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Pablo. Tatvik.
Hi everyone, you guys
Wait.
okay?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Dr. V. Oh my God. Also, thank you, Subodh. I just heard your voice, Subodh. So thank you, Subodh, for answering those questions. We're going to get back to NRG, another one that we have. We're being compared against other synthetic I don't like that they always compare us against other synthetic, the way they describe it, synthetic research firms. I don't, in my opinion, think synthetic is the sweet spot or our positioning, right? But their words, not mine. So thank you for answering or validating those questions. We're going to send that out. That'll be really good. The goal is to kind of schedule another follow-up for that. That's part of the many companies that we're going to set a follow-up for today.
I'll send it. I'll send you the response in next an hour or so.
Excellent. And then we have ERG, another meeting scheduled for next week, where we are going to talk about the pilot program that they've already paid for and that we're deeply into. So thank you, Subodh, for that. And the onboarding for them. The way they said it was they have a lot of they conduct a lot of surveys and focus groups. Their muscle is not quantitative research. And so if we have an ability to kind of explain to them who these synthetic users are, how do they get recruited into the experiment, and understand the respondent population on a per experiment basis, he said, this is his quote, "This is a home run. We will partner with you. We will deploy whatever money you need to make this partnership happen." So we'll see. That is Emerald Research Group, ERG.
Right.
That's a really good point, Pablo. Like the idea of positioning ourselves as causality focused instead of synthetic focused, because that really is where most of our effort is, and that is the differentiator. That's a good point.
Yeah, no one else does the causality.
Right.
Synthetic, everyone can do. You said that, Avi. I've heard you say that before, where it's like anyone can really do synthetic data, right? Now, whether they do that really well or not, that's another question. But the real horsepower here, the engine, is the ability to do causality. No one does that.
I like that.
That's institution. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, Tatevi. I am so sorry. I'll be quiet forever.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Happy Wednesday. In terms of work, some final touch-ups and bug fixes were required on the Arshiny dashboard. So I did that today and pushed it to dev. In terms of the interview progresses, so during this 3-day period, only one person is shortlisted, 2 people ghosted, and the others are rejected. So, but there is more to come. So, so I shortlisted only one person. 2 people didn't reply, and there were around 3 or 4 people that are like rejected after the interview. Yeah. I'm waiting for more interviews, so once maybe we can get like 2-3 people, it will be easier to compare. I told him we will get in touch with him like in the next like 10 days, so I gave myself like a good window to carry those interviews. That's all on my side.
Thanks, Tatvik. Eric, can you hear us, Eric?
Yes, I can hear you, but my camera needs to be off. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so let's say we have 2 meetings for Monday. Petromin India is back, and we have MC Sachi, one of the largest integrated marketing companies. So those meetings are exciting. We have, what else do we have? I mean, my LinkedIn is exploding. I just sent out a bunch of posts, and I'm up to 1,400 impressions. I had like 300 last week. And we are connecting, so many people are connecting with me. I hope this is the beginning of a trend. but for instance, Red Lobster, right? They just came out of bankruptcy. They hired a 35-year-old superstar CEO from Chipotle. So they would be a perfect candidate for us, right? They're just growing. And the head of the CMO, the head crustacean, that's her title, CMO, head crustacean connoisseur, has reached out to me, told me she's interested. Head of the CEO of this huge conglomerate in Saudi Arabia called the Chabad Group. They own supermarkets, electronic stores. He reached out to me. His CMO just reached out to me. This company called GAG, the Gaston Group. He actually reached out and said specifically, CC me, send all your information to one of my junior people in data analytics. We want to get you guys on the calendar. And I have several of these going on. So it's great that we're going to measure. I want to see how these meetings are, what's sort of turning into opportunity and what's not. I'd like to know that statistic as well, so to measure. But just things are loosening up. Don't really know why. Maybe it's the season.
It's our new website.
It's our new website, and and just bear with me. So I'm a little bit right. So there's a button. There's a button to the right of our website. And I'm not the most guy, right? But it allows you to change the color of the screen. Avi sent me, just hit D to get rid of the screen, which I get. Is that something that that will eventually go away? Does it matter? Am I just being picky?
I think
Avi's like, look, this is startup.
I think you're being
I'm being
picky,
picky.
and I like that you're being picky. But
Well, it's one of those things.
I like the button. We can put it to a vote. We'll put it to a vote after stand up.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know the little? It's a nonsensical thing, but so I rejiggered my site because I had to rejigger my my LinkedIn. Wait, stop! I had to rejigger my LinkedIn to make sure when people clicked, since I'm getting so much activity, I want to make sure the button brings us to the site. That when individuals go on, and it opened up to the new site, the genome of what is it? The genome of experiments or human. I forgot where we changed it. If I'm going to be out on the lot selling cars, I want to make sure everything looks really pretty. So that's the reason I'm so picky. Anyway, to be continued. I'm pumped. We need revenue. We need clients. We need use cases, and I'm excited.
Nice work, Eric.
Thanks, Eric. Hardy.
Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. So I have created schemas for the holodeck using Zod for data validation, whether it's sending data
Nice.
to backend or receiving data from backend. And like for demographics, traits, experiments creation for the APIs, for form validation, file upload, user authentication, and concept testing. And also I have been checking some SAS boilerplates. So the question I have, we already have our authentication and payment system, so why are we rebuilding it? And I found some good boilerplates.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm not. What are you doing? What's the question? Where are we rebuilding the payment system?
For the authentication, last week on Friday, you asked me and Nihar for the authentication and I think payment system as well, to like kind of rebuild or something? There was a SAS boilerplate also you shared with us.
Okay, and what's the question?
My question is that we already have the out system and payment system. And also you asked about multi-tenancy as well.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. So the question is, right. So we spend a lot of our time doing things that are not causality. And if you're ever doing work that's not causality, you're not really adding value, right? Like our value to the customers is first of a kind new tech, meaning causality tech. And so my question, it wasn't a statement, it was a question, is that, you know, since we seem to be spending a lot of time on, you know, synchronizing authentication and payments and HubSpot, you know, is there a template that we can use out of the box that comes with, you know, HubSpot payments and authentication? And that was simply a website that I found. And my question was, can we use, you know, if we're rebuilding the site, you know, that doesn't use our Shiny, that kind of has all of this multi-tenancy built in, you know, my question is, you know, what is the effort in building true multi-tenancy in our existing site versus using a multi-tenancy template? You know, can someone kind of investigate those two efforts and then tell us which one is the lowest effort?
of course, using a template would be better because this way we can focus on main thing like causality, main of the application instead of system payment or authentication. So using a boilerplate template would be better.
Well, but it might not be, right? Because we've already done, you know, 90% of it manually. Maybe adding multi-tenancy for corporates is easy for us. You know, maybe we're at that point where what we've built is better than a template. You know, that's what I'm not clear about.
Uh-huh. Uh, I'm also not sure. Recently we had a bug in HubSpot. Maybe it's better, maybe not. I'm not sure.
Ugh, I don't know is my favorite answer. That is the most thoughtful answer. Thank you for not making something up. Thank you for not acting like ChatGPT.
So, Hardy, what's the answer? Like, will you continue to investigate the new boilerplate, or will you scrape it?
I, if we get another issue with authentication or payment, then we use a boilerplate.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't face any issue, I think we stay.
Okay. So those are the only two things for which we may need out of the box solution. The rest is fine, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else, Hardy?
No.
Good. If you have some time, do reach out to Deepika, Hari. She only shared some screenshots with me. I haven't seen that in a branch brand. But the way she's building the new concept page analytics UI, it looks very slick, like way slicker than what we have. And she mentioned some library and all. Maybe good for you just to have an idea if we can also use that to quickly revamp initial part of discrete choice, like experiment stuff.
Okay, sure, I'll share.
Yeah, just reach out to her.
Okay.
Now that you are here, I'll mention that we asked Pragna yesterday to look into the state management issue so that things can persist uh, across the page. So maybe just sit with her once if you want to explain what you tried to do in the beginning, so that, I mean, if that whatever you tried didn't work out, then maybe she do something else if she already has some idea.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Hari. Ishika.
Hi team, happy Wednesday. Firstly, I looked at the Subconscious website and webpage and it looks amazing. I love the background. And I love the technical capabilities part that you've added in. It's easy to understand, so this is great. And then apart from this, last week was just about look across. And I spent some time this week, whatever time I got, to read a few papers, something about how humans are mindlessly treating AI agents as social beings and how that underpins the external validity of agent-based experiments. And so, how there's some thought there in how subconscious can probably be marketed. Um, and then apart from this, I'll be spending this week just to touch base with Subodh and Avi for a look across and yeah, see if there's anything I can do on the content side of the webpage. That's me.
Just to bring you to speed, Ishika, I had a meeting with them yesterday, and I did not expect that it was that urgent from their side. So I like literally 20 minutes ago, I sent them the result for the
Okay.
first pass that I did.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
think.
I don't know how like the conversation was between you, Avi, and them. But I thought yesterday I was just gonna get more info, but they seemed pretty much in hurry, like, oh, let's just get something in 24 hours.
Right. I think based on our conversation with them, we were supposed to meet with them last week. So they did sort of bring up an urgency to have something to them by the Tuesday. Yeah, which is why I think Avi and I also planned to meet earlier last week. So both with you to sort of get started and have the code up and running so that we could create those personas. But yeah, I think we can touch base today sometime to sort of, you can walk me through whatever you did, and then we can see and set up timelines with them to make sure that we're delivering on time.
I mean, now it's just like I sent them, I have asked them, okay, if this approach looks good, if it is, then we do further based on that. So let's see what they reply now. But yeah, I mean, that if things get that urgent, then it will be nice to know before the meeting that it's going to be that urgent. Because the LinkedIn scraping was also more of an experimental tool. It wasn't working in batches. It was failing. And then I somehow now managed to fix with all other stuff to make it happen.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we were doing that last week. Thank you for keeping me informed on it.
Yeah, Subodh, that might be my fault. I can bring you into the conversations earlier. I'm not sure why. I think it was really just a time zone issue. Why you weren't included earlier? Because they're on the West Coast, and so we were trying to be mindful of your nights. But I apologize. We should definitely find a way to communicate that a little bit better.
So, I mean, just to add on that, so now that the LinkedIn scrapper, which we have, I think it will work. I still don't know if it is legal, but it is hosted through a proper AP5 website. So it's not like there is something illegal. We are paying money to somebody. It's through a legal entity. But I still
Well,
don't believe that this is the legal way of scraping LinkedIn.
well, I want to separate legal and the violation of the terms and services. I think they're different things.
So whatever, like if we get caught, will they sue us? I have no idea.
They won't sue us. They'll turn off access. Yeah, you're right. We should find a way to
No, but it's
verify
not
that
like
AP5
no,
is legit.
but they can't turn on and off for us. So like we are using another API which is provided by third party. And I see that there's more than 20 or 25,000 people using it. And I see a lot of
that's their whole business model. It's like on their homepage. I see that.
I did ask this to Nihar as well. He hasn't worked with any. He gave me a couple of names. Again, I don't know to what extent anything will work. But I think we really need to invest some time and fix this thing. Because now if we're going out and saying, oh, we can scrape LinkedIn and build persona, and then if we keep getting into these kind of issues, that won't be a good thing to show them.
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna have to take down this stand-up.
Because I keep asking this question, like I don't know how Society.io is doing it. Surely they have some sort of tie-up with LinkedIn if they're doing it at that scale.
I mean,
I doubt they have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say I doubt they have like a partnership with LinkedIn. They historically don't partner with third parties. So
They'll sell it to you. LinkedIn will sell it to you. They'll sell you anything you want.
I still think it's more scraping than, because they'll sell that at a premium. I doubt this other startup has the capital to do that.
I mean, now they have 5-6 million, so they can afford, I guess, easily.
Well, we could always, what is it? Crawl, walk, run. So if we're crawling equals scraping, we definitely got to take this video down. Crawling equals scraping.